All right, yo. So this is the first take that I'm ever doing this show. I've been thinking about it for mad long, just haven't been able to do it for whatever reason, right? So I'm putting together this show that's basically for Manchester City fans all around the world, but hopefully not feeling left out of the conversation, sometimes like we do over here in America, right? So let's just talk about this Liverpool game. Yeah, I know it's late. I know the content is late. So what? So what? The channel's 4 years late. How about that? So I'm looking at the game, bro. And as I'm looking at the game, I'm thinking like, yo, club went all out attack as I'm watching the game, right? So I'm like, bro, you got what? Jota up front or Salah, and then you got Firmino, then you got Mane, and I'm thinking about, I'm like, yo, bro, this looks kind of scary, even before the game, bro, because you kind of looking on these apps and you see the formations, you're like kind of going through your mind, like, bro, he went all out attack, and I'm nervous because I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, we really got to win this game, bro. Like, the city just has not been going, or the season rather. So you know this is live, so we make mistakes, but you can see like we need this game, bro. We've been needing this game. Everything that's been going on with the season, bro, like we really need this game. If you see me looking down, just know I got notes for the phone, bro. So just got to make sure we on that. So that's the way I was feeling. Like when the game first started, I was like, bro, what are we gonna do? Because we really need this game. I mean, season really hasn't started the way I really hoped it would, right? So as I'm looking at the lineup, I'm fearing their lineup, but I'm kind of feeling excitement though, because I'm looking at it, and if you see me looking over there, you just know that, bro, it's Manchester City highlights in the background because I need to make sure I'm really talking about this game. But like, bro, I looked at her, see Jesus up front. I mean, I knew what that was. Sterling on the left. Ideally, I think a lot of City fans really want to see Sterling on the right at points, but at the end of the day, he's on the left, and then we've seen Torres, and we're like, yo, this is good, this is good. Kind of shocked about Mahrez not starting, but just not being in the team, period. So I don't know what that's all about, but we'll get to that later. And then also Bernardo could have been out there, which we'll kind of get to as the game wrapped up. But I'm feeling kind of excitement. I know my boys at the back got a steady and Laporte and Diaz now, so they had a steady. And Kyle Walker's really been in good form, right? But yeah, one of those moments happened. But Kyle's an OG, so he's used to that. So that's how I really felt. But when I was looking at the lineup, I said to myself, yo, I was really kind of expecting and I'm kind of looking over there at the formation, but I like the fact that Rodri was right there playing that CDM role. Then you had Gundogan back to like kind of like a 4-3-3, you know what I mean? So that's the way I was kind of looking at it. Then with Kevin on the right, but I kind of like that. I don't really, not a big fan of the 4-2-3-1, like out of here with that shit. But I'm just like 4-4-3-3. Who want what? That's what I'm thinking about when I wear this jersey. When I think about, let's say the 17-18 season, even like 18-19, I'm thinking about, bro, like we lining up 4-3-3, who want what? Like all day, every day, or what, 4-1-4-1, but at least we thinking like that. I'm kind of shocked to see Pep line up like that. But at the end of the day, you never know what to expect with Pep when he does these lineups. So I was kind of like, yo, I'm kind of liking this. I'm kind of liking this. I thought that maybe before the game he might try to do something with Kyle Walker and then having Cancelo like in some right wing position, but I'm glad I didn't see that. So as the game progressed, I'm saying to myself, I'm like, oh, okay, I like this, bro, bro. Once this game started, hold on. We got to talk about Cancelo on the left hand side. So I think a lot of you guys probably was expecting Ake to be out there. I think I would have felt a little bit more safer if Ake was out there, but Cancelo kind of did his job, you know what I'm saying? But I was feeling good early, right until the game started. When the game started, you got that feeling in your chest like it's pounding, bro. It's pounding because you're thinking to yourself, like, bro, you kind of fearing this situation that they got going on because seeing like Salamane, Firmino, and Jota are like all on the pitch at the same time, I was like, woo, not really feeling that edge. Then the game starts. I think it was maybe around the I swear, as soon as the game started, bro, it was on and popping from their perspective. It's like maybe that fear in my heart felt like every time that they went from back to the midfield and they got the ball in the midfield and it was just one pass and then they in our final third, I was just feeling real worried. I mean, up until like what the 4th minute mark, and I'm saying, boy, my boys is not looking good. My boys not looking good. Like I'm feeling like mad shaky and shit. So like that's just the way I felt with the game. But then I felt like also too kind of seeing Ruben Diaz get that type of experience where it ain't like a Leeds, it ain't like another team. It's Liverpool, bro. So you got to be like really on it. So it's like a really good test for him. And it started off shaky, but as we go through the game, you'll notice that they felt good. So right, so let's just talk about what happened, right? So game has started, that they on the front foot, and we not really backing off, but we just kind of going through the motions. I guess they just kind of hit us in waves, bro, when the game first started. Then they get that penalty situation, right? So they get the penalty situation, and it's going to the monitor here because I ain't trying to give my man Cat Walker a lot of hell because I think Walker's been in really good form, feeling good and everything. So, but when that situation happened, I really feel like he had no choice. What is he going to do? Try to avoid that penalty in that area? He didn't intentionally try to do that. And then I don't think it's fair to really criticize him right now because he's been in such good form. I mean, if you look at all the other city channels, everybody's kind of bigging him up right now. So, I don't really think he could have done anything more about that moment. So, step up, they scored a penalty, whatever, 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 right? But then, like things happen, we back in the game, and that's just the way I felt like, you know what I mean? But I don't know what was really going on, bro. I was just like kind of like, oh, just kind of on edge. But then once we kind of got in the game and the boys got settled and they kind of knew what was going on, you know, it was opportunities that we had in the game. Now, as I'm looking at my notes, there's one thing I want to talk about too. Is like, yo, bro, you ever feel like this season kind of in comparison to like the last two or the last three seasons, sometimes our boys just be missing that pass, bro. It's like they know they want to miss that. They missing that pass. And is it like they're afraid to like try to put the ball in the alley? Kevin is not afraid to do that and make mistakes all the time. But I be feeling like our boys just be holding on to the ball a little bit too long, especially when it comes to counter attacking. Like if you really look at our counter attacking situation over, especially like the last 2 years, bro, we were lethal. It was like us, Liverpool, lethal, lethal, like lining up. And maybe that's got something to do with Leroy, but that's another talking point for another day. But bro, we used to just go out there and be like lethal on that counter attack. And when we used to get the ball, like as one of our center backs got the ball, they would just kick that ball out so fast. And I think we got so used to Ferner being tough, but then also releasing that ball. I love Rodri. I like Rodri. Rodri's my man, 50 grand. But the thing is with Rodri, he hold on to the ball a little too long, bro. Like I think he afraid to make that mistake, especially when he know he like the only CDM. He doesn't have somebody alongside him. But like when we get that ball, bro, and even Gundogan, sometimes he like hesitates, bro, passing that ball. But bro, we used to get that ball with one of those front three players and be lethal. And now it's like, bro, we get the ball and it's like our players be thinking, should I make the pass? Should I make? By that time, it's too late, bro. We used to just not even think about it. So my point is I think we really be missing opportunities when it comes to that situation. And even like I said, really thinking about the game. The game is at the 11-minute mark when Kyle Walker makes that. We got really into the game. We kind of doing our thing. And I know I'm backtracking a little bit, but this is live. So my point is that like, bro, we got into the game, but we just got to make that final pass, start opening up our situations a little bit better, right? So that's what I feel like we was doing, bro. Yeah, everybody gonna talk about Kevin missed a penalty. Every talking about Kevin missed a penalty. Kevin missed a penalty. So what, bro? So what, bro? Let's just get to that. Get all this other stuff. To get all this other stuff. We'll come back to voice of the game. Bro, as a City fan, bro, you can't tell me, or especially the last 2 years, bro, when City be taking penalties, you be sitting there kind of like this. I be kind of sitting there like this, like kind of watching it because in my mind, I'm like, bro, we be, but it's like, bro, Kevin had to kind of ease those nerves a little bit with him just being, that steady rock as far as like getting that situation, bro. So I felt like he was doing the thing. Yo, bro, they was just talking about the situation, yo, with Sterling, like cut in, and I think it was Walter that kind of fouled him right outside the box, bro. Yo, what is he supposed to do right there? What is he supposed to do right there? I don't care if you're jumping around, bro. I gotta think about these situations when they happen. Bro, is Raheem Sterling supposed to fall down in that situation? I kind of give credit to Sterling for not falling down, but sometimes, I mean, it's good to fall down. But that situation's on the referees, bro. That situation's on the referees, bro. So he was. I ain't faulting Sterling for that, son. But yo, that's the reason why I be liking Sterling on the right, bro. Sterling on the left, bro. He be getting them opportunities. It ain't really Sterling's fault, but he be getting them opportunities, bro. Like, bro, they showing this situation right here where Kevin put that ball in the 25-minute mark, bro. And then Sterling tried to shoot that shot right there. And I think he kind of looked like it went underneath Allison's legs, but Matip was able to clear it. Bro, even with that situation, bro, like if he was on the right, bro, that just wouldn't happen, bro. Because his left foot game is kind of sick, especially when he on the right side and he cutting in. He could finish with the right order left in that situation. Yo, 30 minutes, 45 seconds, bro. Bro, we gotta talk about Gabriel Jesus. Let's just be honest with ourselves. A lot of us know he got talent, but the question is, can he be the next Aguero? I don't know if that's fair because Gabriel Jesus does some shit sometimes. Like he does some stuff that's just sick with it. Like he does stuff that like I don't care what they talking about. Oh, he didn't mean to do that. Yeah, he mean to do that because he's one of the nicest. But as far as being Aguero, and the reason why I say he probably can't be Aguero is that Aguero, when we think about prime Aguero, bro, he's clinical, bro. Gabriel Jesus, I don't look for him to be clinical. I look for him to make some unpredictable movements in the box, be able to like get his shot off. And when you look at him getting his shot off, bro, it don't really be off target a lot of times. Like it might kind of go over the ball a lot, but yo, if you look at it, it be right in them spaces. Like he don't really miss crazy like that. But is he Aguero? I would say nah. So what have we really been thinking about? We really been thinking about like, should we replace Aguero? Like a Harlan. I don't know. We ready to pay that money, and I don't even know if I want to pay that money. But yo, I think Gabriel Jesus. I think we just need 2 more years with him. Whether he's gonna be in a starting capacity, and I know he ain't feeling going to the bench or none of that. But like he was illy with it, and oh, bro, yeah, yo, bro, all right. So yo, bro, this is what they talking about right now. This is what they talking about right now. Was it a penalty with I think that was Gomez, right? I think that was Gomez, bro. Was it a penalty? Oh, bro, his arm is in a unnatural position. Oh, it's a natural position. What is he supposed to do? Kiss my butt. You crazy? You crazy? That's a penalty every day. I don't care about them talking about, oh man, they changed the rules, looking at all of this. That's a penalty. What were you even taking that long for? That's definitely a penalty. Now, if it would have happened on the reverse end, I would have been like, nah, that's a penalty. Nah, that's not a penalty. So I get any Liverpool fan saying that. But if it was said, I'd be like, nah, that's not a penalty. But I know in my heart of hearts it's a penalty. So same rules apply here. That's definitely a penalty. You listen to these commentators talk. Yo, his hand, what is he supposed to do? Bro, your hand's supposed to be here. Your hand's supposed to be here, bro. Your hand's supposed to be here. Now I know that ain't natural movement. You might like when you running, you be running like this. You don't never see nobody running like this. But I don't care, man. Why his hands went all the way down to his thighs? So he got that. Kevin missed the penalty. I told you I was gonna come right back to it. So Kevin missed the penalty. But like I said, bro, I ain't giving Kevin no flack for that, bro. Like Kevin, Kevin's done enough, bro. I mean, just even last year, if you recall last year after a restart when we played against what was that Real Madrid in the Champions League game, and I think it was at Madrid that game, or I can't remember if it was at Madrid or it was at our place, but the way he put that penalty away and he stepped up there with so much confidence, that I got confidence in him going forward. I mean, it's him and I guess if I don't think I want Sterling on penalties, but I think Raheem Sterling is learning how to get there. But he just scuffed the penalty, bro. I think he had that moment of trying to just go too fast. You know what I mean? So he just missed the penalty. But whatever, whatever. Now let's talk about this game, bro. Let's talk about the rest of this game. Kind of going back to my notes a little bit, but what I'm really thinking about is like, cause ain't nothing, no second half really to talk about. Like, let's just be honest about that. But as the game went on, bro, I felt like outside of Liverpool's first or early 40 minutes, and then when they created the penalty chance and a couple of chances here and there, I felt like we really did good. And, like a lot of times, bro, we be questioning Pep and what Pep be doing, but you know what I mean? I'd be looking at Pep and I'd be like, yo, bro, like he got it right this time, bro. Oh, they talking about the 43rd minute, yo, when Mane got that ball over Diaz like that. Yo, we recovered well, bro. And then Trent, came across and luckily, Edison got that ball. But yo, Edison even looking better now, bro. But because ain't no, like I said, ain't no second half to talk about, bro. But honestly, I don't care what they talking about, bro, because I felt like there were parts of this game that we definitely went for it. We definitely went for it, bro, in the second half, especially now. Was there fatigue out there, bro? there was a lot of fatigue out there. So it was definitely, yo, all right, that's another talking point. Yo, was Torres in the game, bro? I don't know if he wasn't in the game. It just didn't look like we had a lot of activity going down the right side. And maybe that was just good from a Mane perspective. Like, I mean, there was times in the first half I'm looking at that boy. When I got Firmino got the ball and he driving, like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Like, I want Henderson to have the ball right there. Like, I don't want to see Firmino driving at me. So, you know what I mean? Like I really feel like, he wasn't in the game and maybe it was due to the right side, and that's another thing I be talking about with Pep, bro. Pep is a genius, bro, when it come to like having these players, and it's been said that he like these midfielders in these versatile positions, but I think Torres and even Sterling sometimes we just need to keep it simple, bro. Like Liverpool don't do that, and maybe we ain't chasing Liverpool. You know what I mean? We started this, 100 points, and they took it and they blew it out the water. But maybe we shouldn't always be looking to them as examples. But bro, they looking good, bro. When they just them dudes know what they doing every single day. They ain't no thinking about it, bro. They going out there and win, lose, or draw, and it's Salah on the right, it's Firmino up front. And I know they doing the Johnson situation now, but and then you got Mane on the left. So you just kind of know what you get in there. So that's just what I felt like he was just not in the game. But there were points too, and I want to talk about this too. There was points early on in the game, and as I'm thinking about this game, bro, like I didn't know early on who was organizing, and it really got me to it. I got to pause that video because I got to talk about this. And this happened, like I said, in the first half. But the thing about it is, it's like there was early points in the game. I didn't know who was organizing. Like, does our organizing come from Edison? Is Diaz the one to really organize? I don't think Laporte is really like a loud dude. You know what I mean? Like he don't seem like a vocal leader, but he's got talent in there. So he's got brilliance in there. Um, but that was early on. But I definitely want to congratulate the boys. Like between Diaz getting rocked a little early in that test in the first half, and then Mane kind of spinning him a little bit. But when that chance with Trent, you know what I mean. So there were points to where I didn't know what the boys were doing, but they definitely finished strong. Early on, I was worried, and it could have just been the fact of seeing that lineup, but or them just Diaz fitting into the mold, being like, bro, this is what the premise gonna be like. But they controlled it. They controlled it after that, and like I said, one of my plans with Torres, bro, it's like I don't know if we can be doing left, right, center, with him. Like, bro, let's keep it real. He did look good. Like we could have a striker there. He was looking good up front. But maybe that was because we didn't want to see Sterling up front because we know Sterling ain't no freaking striker. You know what I mean? So, I think that's what it was. But I just felt like he was kind of out of the game. So maybe we need to be a little bit easier on switching his position like that. Let's let him get in some kind of routine, like the same way Leroy was. You know what I mean? I keep talking about this Leroy thing, and the reason because, bro, Leroy, Jesus, Raheem Sterling, who won what? And I'm gonna get back to them days, bro. We're gonna get back to them days, but I just felt like he wasn't there. Sterling had a lot of opportunities throughout the game. Um, there were points to where I felt like, oh man, same old Rodri and Gundogan, but you know, what I mean by that is like sometimes they just do take a little bit on the ball, and that's just Gundogan's role, especially when we look at this game. This game wasn't about experimenting, trying crazy things. It was more like, yo, Gundogan's gonna play that box to box position, and he's gonna be helping out Rodri, and maybe that's a safer bet to go with, especially when you got that type of attacking power. All right, so I was thinking like the counter opportunities. I keep talking about these counter opportunities, but we gotta start looking at this, and I don't know. Pep's a professional. Everybody on Pep staff is a professional. I know they know that, but we got to start asking ourselves, what are we really doing on the counter, bro? Like I said, we used to be deadly on the counter. Like when you think about counter attacking teams right now, you might think about Liverpool. I mean, United and Arsenal are kind of set up to do that on purpose. You know what I mean? And that's just their coaching styles. But bro, like United probably look deadly on the counter. I want City to kind of be like that, like because we don't always have to do tiki taka football to work the ball in the back of the net. But imagine, bro, if our counter attacking football was what it used to be, bro. When we get that pass, bro, and it's almost like the pass that leads to the assist. Like in America, they be calling it the hockey assist. I don't know what you call it over there overseas, but it's like that pass that leads to the assist. You know what I mean? So we used to be deadly at that, but I feel like when Roger and Gundogan get that ball sometime, bro, they'd be afraid to make that pass. And maybe the alley is just not there, you know what I mean? Or the creativity is not there, or they thinking like, bro, if I make this pass on the ground and it gets intercepted, they already got the ball like kind of coming at me in a dangerous position. So maybe that's the reason why they don't do it. But like I'm not tripping if they make mistakes like that. I kind of want to see them make more mistakes like that, just so that when they know they can pass that ball over the top, get it on the ground. I don't care, man. You see Kevin be going out there going crazy. Kevin don't care if he makes the pass. Like you know he gonna make it, but at the end of the day, you only know that because he's not afraid to miss it, bro. So that's just the way I felt with that situation. So oh yeah, all right. So the one thing I'm shocked from a Liverpool perspective, especially when the second half started, was when you really look at Liverpool and you really look at us, if you go back the last 3, maybe 4 years, we were probably two of the most deadliest like pressing teams. The one thing I noticed is like nobody probably wasn't pressed in the second half, and even overall, I don't feel like City presses the way we used to. And maybe it's just because the guys that takes a lot out of your body to be able to do that for 3 or 4 years. I don't care what you talking about, no training and your body can be built for this, bro. That's like, over here I like a lot of basketball too. So one thing you'll notice about me is sometimes I make basketball references, but the point of it is like, bro, like I don't even know what the hell's going on. I be feeling like, bro, that they legs just be going, bro. Their legs just be going. Like you might be 21, but you feel like you 30. So I was like, bro, maybe they just don't have the legs. And the coaching staff was like, bro, we just not gonna be out here pressing. It could have been just that game, bro. So that's just kind of what happened. You know what I mean? So at the second point, I was kind of feeling like, yo, where's Foden? I got to a point in the game where I felt that way. I was kind of shocked when he took Firmino off and put on Shaqiri. At that point, I was just like, bro, like I don't even know. And I got some note about Cancelo. So Cancelo must have done something nice, but oh yeah. Sterling got the ball. There was a situation about the 60th minute where Sterling got the ball, and that's what I'm talking about. Is them little passes. If you ever watch City games, you start paying attention to it, bro. They have these like 3 and 4 situations that happen in all of our games now, to where it's not like it was last year or the year before, to where we just hold on to the ball. If you watch a lot of City games, and as a City fan, that's what we do. But when you start just noticing these moments, you will be able to notice 3 or 4 instances in a match to where we get the ball. We're right there. Like one of our center backs, our full backs, somebody passes the ball. They got a break situation. But it's like Rodri or Gundogan won't make that pass sometimes. And I know Bernardo's been thrown into there a lot lately, and maybe we haven't seen him make that pass either. But it's early days with Bernardo. We can't say Bernardo in that position should be able to make that creative pass or something like that. But I just feel like we just got to make that pass. So it's like a minute at like the 60th minute to where he could have passed the ball. But, I'm not going off on that. I'm not going off on that because I feel like he's nice. Oh, yeah. So let's talk about this Bernardo on the left situation. He coming in on the right, actually. This is one thing I'm really confused about. I like Bernardo on the left. I mean, on the right. Damn, I keep saying that, but on the right, I do like him. And I know we got a lot of people who like Mahrez. I'm not Mahrez's biggest fan, but I don't hate Mahrez. I think that there are times in a match to where Mahrez is needed on the right, and let me tell you why. Because Mahrez don't care about that tiki taka shit sometimes. Sometimes he care about tiki taka shit, but sometimes he just drive at you. And the team sometimes when we on the left, we be passing too much, overthinking the situation. Mahrez gonna go out there and make a move and shoot, but not in a direct fashion, of course not. Like we all want him to be a little bit more direct. Even those people who really blatantly all out support him, I know they want him sometimes to be a little bit more direct, but there are times to where, like I said, he is needed. Like, is he my cup of tea? Not all the way real, but I do think he is needed in times and matches, bro, because he's super aggressive. So even if he take that shot and he miss it, even if he take that shot and the keeper saves it, you know what I mean? He letting that keeper know, oh, bro, you're gonna have a busy day. So I think that there are times it's like that. But back to this game. Bernardo comes in on the left. I think that was Olympiacos, or maybe it was one games before that. But you saw Bernardo come in and he wasn't playing in midfield. He was playing on the right. I like him on the right, and I'm honestly like I'm interested to know like what is Bernardo's favorite position. because I don't feel like he gonna cut it on the right long term on this team, and maybe that's unfortunate because you got to think about why we got Bernardo. We got Bernardo because him and Mendy was fucking killing us, bro, when we played them in the Champions League, in Pep's first year. So I don't know really what his best position is, bro, because I feel like we all want, and I don't think it's just a Mahrez thing. I don't think it's a Bernardo thing. I don't even think it's a Torres thing. We all want either Raheem Sterling to play on the right, or we get some other player who's way more direct, meaning like, yo, he running at you. Because that's what Pep want. You get the ball on the left or the right, you running at him. You running at him. And maybe from a wider position, but I feel like our boys, they just have to cut in so much, bro. They just have to cut in so much. And that extra time, bro, I don't know. I'm not going to say teams figured that out, or maybe we're taking more of a pragmatic approach to the season. But I just feel like it takes that little split second, bro. It takes that little split second. But when Raheem Sterling got that ball on that right, Raheem be doing shit to where he be going to the byline, bro. Like he'll run circles around you on the byline when he on the right. When he on the left, he's tempted to do it, but he ain't really trying to do that really on the left. It's better for him to get his shot off. But yo, he'll slice you up on the right hand side, cut in, and when he cut in, maybe 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, it's going to get saved if he shoot it with the right foot. But he's illy with the left foot once he get in that 6 yard box. So that's just what it is. But I feel like Bernardo came in it. I think Bernardo did all right, but it was a point in that Olympiacos game, and maybe it was late, and he just came on and he seemed more direct, or maybe it was just false selling I had, but he just seemed more direct. Now that game was a much smaller sample size, if you will. But now in this game, so he's on for 30 minutes and he's playing that position. But really, when you think about Bernardo, you think about Bernardo's energy. Because, like in this jersey right here, Bernardo, sorry, he running all day. He running all day. He running all day. You ain't doing nothing. He running all day. So that's just what he was good at. But, it just, I don't know. And maybe at that point, the game just felt stale. Like, but that's just the way it was. So, I didn't really get that feeling, but especially in the second half, there were times, bro, to where I feel like we was really doing our thing, and I don't know when Jesus missed that header or that heading opportunity. That was a beautiful situation, but that goes back to this point. Like they'll talk about fatigue in the second half, and yeah, both teams were fatigued, so let's just get that out there. But I think we did try to win that game a little bit more than they did because there were times to where I'm talking about maybe there was like a stale 10 minutes, like, you know, it was like the 67th minute of the game to where I felt like, the back line figured it out. And then the game just got stale. Both back lines or something just figured it out. And like that 67 minute, the game just got stale. And it was like stale for 10 minutes, but you could tell right around, I think it was like that 75th minute mark, or maybe I'm incorrect with that, but during that in the 70s, yo, bro, we started looking alive, bro. We started really looking alive. And I felt like we were really trying to win the game, bro. And then, it kind of goes back to my hesitation with Sterling being on the left. It's tight, bro. Especially when Sterling be driving at people on that left hand side, bro. He got like 3, 4 defenders around him. It's like, what does he do in them situations? But I think in that particular game, in that particular moment, we wanted to see him make a better decision that happened in the game. But that's just what I'm feeling, bro. But like I said, we started coming alive. I'm still feeling uneasy because at 1-1, you're like, yo, bro, let's just be honest, bro. Be honest with yourself. You wanted the game to end, bro. I'm telling you, after we had them times where we was coming alive, maybe to like the 70th minute and stuff, and I was like, bro, I want this game to be over. Fairly, that was like after I'm talking about that Raheem Sterling opportunity to where he had the ball. It was kind of like it looked like an indecisive moment on his part, but I just don't really know what he could have done other than shoot. Like even if he would have shot, I think Allison would have saved it, or it would just got blocked because of the angle. But there was a time I was like, yo, what is he thinking about, bro? What is he thinking about, bro? Just make a decision. So it just didn't happen. But I really want him to start shooting the box. I don't care, bro, if it don't go where we need it to go, I just need him to do that. So just shoot the ball, bro. So like I said, I'm still feeling that easy around the 80th minute of the game. But at that point, bro, I wanted that shit to just fucking. I just wanted the game to be over, bro. I just really wanted the game to be over. So I don't know. I'm not reading the rest of this shit because I feel like the game was pretty much over. But what happened? Oh yeah, I got a note about the Foden situation. I think there was a point in the game where I think we saw Foden kind of warming up, and then he didn't warm up. And at that point, I'm not mad at Guardiola for like not putting him on and kind of saving him. I know, Phil wanted to play in this game, but it was like, yo, what is Pep supposed to do in this game? So I'm thinking about myself, I'm like, yo, bro, yeah, he could have played Foden. He could have played Foden. He could have played Foden where with Kevin as the box to box. Can't do that, and he's the cam, maybe. But really, when you think about Kevin and Phil, they not the same player, but they do some of the same things. And I think Guardiola thinks about that. So that's the reason why he doesn't always put Phil Foden in the game. But I know a lot of us are gonna remember like after the restart when Kevin and Phil, sometimes they be looking real illy out there. Them two, they look like they be getting busy out there, but sometimes it might leave you defensively vulnerable. And in that moment, I'm thinking to myself, bro, I'm kind of glad he didn't bring him on, unless he's just gonna put him on the wing, but I don't think he's a winger in my opinion. But I was kind of being like, yo, I want to see Phil more. I want to see Phil more. I think we all want to see Foden more. It's just in this particular situation, because I'm talking about this particular game, I'm not giving Guardiola hell for not bringing him on. So that's just what it is. But I really felt like in closing, bro, like we should have won that game. We had an opportunity to win that game. And I think we could have really did it, but for some reason we just didn't. And I'm happy with that point. Where does that leave us? That doesn't leave us in a great position. We're working our way up the table. We still got a game in hand, but expectations are high as they should be. Meaning, I want to win the Premier League, so I want to get the team back up to the top, bro. And it's not gonna be any easy feat. Kind of dealing with these dudes after the international break, bro. We gotta play. I think we gotta play Tottenham, bro. I know we might have had some success against Mourinho, bro, but Tottenham is kind of looking good in their own really direction. So now that puts a lot of pressure. And next video we'll be talking about what we're gonna look for in the next game. But hopefully you enjoyed the first video of another series. Another series talking about Manchester City, and another series talking about what you guys want to hear about another passionate fan. So the reason why I keep saying another is that there'll never be a first when it comes to Manchester City. We've been out here, and we got to keep being out here so everybody know.